Okay, this is MoveEasy Yoga with Via, and today is October 19th, 2021. We're going to start in the ordinary, my most usual ordinary fashion. I'd like you to put your legs up, bend your knees and put your legs up on a chair or a something. We're going to do static rest for 7 minutes, and then we'll do some more warm-ups, and then we'll get into the body of the practice of today's MoveEasy practice. So lying on your back, supine, with a stack of towels under your head, and your knees bent, and feet and forelegs on a something. And you're going to be here and watch your breath. So pay attention to your inhale and your exhale. And if you start to lose track of your inhale and your exhale, just bring your attention back. Kathy put her arms up in a cactus pose, which is a great way to open your chest, unless it's uncomfortable for you. And then you can just have your hands, you could put your hands on your belly, or you could put your hands at your side. Stay right there. And we're going to do vagus nerve reset. So your hands can go interlaced, bend elbows behind your occipital ridge if you'd like, or you can just stay where you were, or you can put a sponge ball or a set of therapy balls behind your head. And first thing we're going to do is vagus nerve reset. So you're just going to move nothing once you get settled. Move nothing but your eyeballs to the right, all the way to the right, and waiting for a yawn, sigh, swallow, or gulp. Come back to center. Shift your eyeballs to the left. Waiting for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. Come back to the center. Do this 2 more sets, right, left, without my cueing. And finish up. Keep your hands behind your head if they're there. You can put them there if they aren't there. And we're going to do head ramping. You could also put a therapy ball or a sponge ball under your neck. The idea here is to press the back of the skull, the back of the base of the skull, which is called the occipital ridge, press that back into the floor. As you press back, the skull, the base of the skull slides away from your shoulders and your chin drops a little. Hold for a couple breaths and then release. And then repeat 5 more times. Pressing, holding, I should maybe say ramping, holding, and then releasing. And keep doing that. And I'm going to go get something, I'll come back. Let's just do 2 more. This is traction, for among other things. This is traction for the cervical spine. Okay, let's go to, let's stay here and do Viloma breath, Viloma breathing. So you can put your hands wherever you want, wherever it feels right. You can put them on your stomach. You can put them at your side. And the Viloma breathing, on the inhale, you divide it into 3 parts. It's like almost like a little sniff for 3 times. Inhale, fill the bottom third of the lungs, then inhale again, and fill this middle of the lungs. Inhale again, fill the top of the lungs. You're pausing after each inhale, each fraction inhale. And then exhale, normally. And start again. Inhale, 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 and exhale normally. 4 more times. Finish up. And now we're going down to the floor. Well, we are at the floor. So remove your chair, grab a brick and 1 therapy ball. It could be alpha, it could be plus. It could be a tennis ball if you don't have therapy balls. You're going to lie on your side to start. We start on the back. Sorry, and I'm sorry, we start on the back with 2 balls in a tote. So don't remove the balls yet. We will end up with 1 ball. My mind skipped the first segment. Okay, you're lying on your brick with a ball, a set of balls under your occipital ridge. You know where that is. You can bend your knees. I'm going to time for 30 seconds, and then we'll move on. So, no, I'm not going to. Am I going to time? Well, let me think about whether I'm going to time or not. But what we do here, let me still time, is you're going to just nod the chin up and down. This is a yes. Yes. Nod up, chin down. Chin up, chin down. Okay. Next, side to side. It's a side to side movement. You're not rolling over the balls. You're just looking side to side. Easy movement. This is the neck and jaw series with the therapy balls. You're going to be you're releasing all along the neck and the shoulders. Come on back to the center, and then do a figure 8 with your nose. So the balls are at the same place, and just make an infinity signal or a signal 8. 8. Figure 8. Reverse your figure eight. And come back to center. The next thing you're going to do, you're still staying on your back. You're going to look all the way to the right. Look all the way to the right. So now the back of behind your ear, the what's it called? The sternocleidomastoid is right on the outside, on the right ball. Looking to the right all the way, and then nodding up and down, chin up, chin down. Keep looking to the right. Okay, so the same position, but this time, instead of nodding up and down, you're going to make a side to side movement, but you're still looking to the right. So don't move all the way back to the center. Look right and a small side to side. Come all the way back, look to the left. We'll do the same sequence on the left. Look all the way to the left. The muscle right behind your ear, sternocleidomastoid, is on the ball, on the left ball only. Chin up, chin down. Come, stay there, looking in the same direction, and then make a small movement, side to side movement. All right, so now you're going to lie on your side, looking toward the screen, and putting one ball behind the earlobe. There are three different points: the jaw, behind the earlobe, and the temple. So let's start. Let me see if I can find a bigger. I need to get a brick that will let me bypass my shoulder, because I don't want to be on my broken shoulder. So I'm getting a higher brick. I think it's going to be just fine. And then one ball behind the earlobe. Okie dokie. And you're just going to do two moves here. Yes and no. Up, up. Let's start with yes. Up and down. This can be a very sensitive area if you hold a lot of tension in your neck. All right, side to side. This is sort of a no. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Never going to stop. No, I'm never going to stop this move. The next move is at the jaw. I'm going to actually use another brick because that's too high. At the jaw, put the ball at the jaw, somewhere in the middle of the jaw. I'm actually struggling for the perfect height for my brick. But I'm glad to be doing it with you. On your jaw, anywhere in your jaw, there are a couple different places. We'll all hold a lot of tension in our jaw. And so just find it. And the first position, you guessed it, up and down. Side to side, same position. The ball is in the same position. Now, before we move on to the temple, you're going to stay here and open and close your jaw over the ball. Then bring the ball up to the temple. There are actually several different places right around, just to the outside of the eye, right? The eye socket. There are several places that may feel good to you or tender to you. We're just going to start the first, obviously, the first movement is an up and down movement. Side to side, same position, same location. Switch sides. You may want to flip to the other end of your mat so you can still face the screen. Remember the first position, the first sideline position is at the sternocleidomastoid, just behind, at the back of the earlobe. So find that, your sideline on the other side. Find a position for your ball. And up and down you go. The sternocleidomastoid, this is the end of the sternocleidomastoid. It's attaching to the mastoid. Is this long muscle down the side of the neck. It can be very difficult, very tender. So we've done the up and down. Now you're going to do a side to side movement. Okay, the next location is the jawbone. Right in the middle. And up and down you go. This is the yes position. Side to side. Okay, the last position here at the jawbone is an opening and closing of the jaw, opening and closing the mouth. Okay, the next position is the temple. Any place on your temple. Just scoot yourself into a place and then start to up and down, up and down. Side to side. And finish, go ahead and come on up, come away from your balls and your brick. Come on up to a floor seated position. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders. Up and down about 6 times, as high up as you can get them, and as low as you can get them. And now let's do the cervical side bends from a floor seated position. So just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. We're going to hold for 40, but halfway through, dropping the chin. Drop your chin towards your armpit. Chin up, head up, left ear to left shoulder. Oops, I forgot to do the chin tuck. Whoops, you guys are going to be off balance all week. Let's try to make up for it the next time. I think I'll do 20 minutes, then I can remember, or the timer will remember. This time we're going to add resistance. So drop your right ear to your right shoulder, put your right hand on your left ear, press up into the hand. And breathe. Remember, your thoracic spine is still straight, so you're still in good posture. It's the cervical spine that's bending in this case. Lift your hand, drop your chin, and put your hand back on your ear and press up into your hand. It's probably better to divide it. Lift your hand and bring your chin up, and then bring your neck up, your head up. Other side. Left ear to left shoulder. And put your left hand on your right ear and press up into that. Anyone, I have to do it with my other hand. I can't push and press yet, tug and pull with my left hand yet. But I can still get the resistance here. Lift your hand, drop your chin, put your hand back, press up into it. Okay. Let's do, I don't think I mentioned this before, but I hope everybody has the neuro balls. We're going to do the hand release with the neuro balls. So we're going to time here also 40 seconds. I think we'll do 30 seconds. Position 1, the top of the palm and pressing. Remember to press down and try not to shrug your shoulders while you're pressing your hands into the ball. It should be a gentle press. The weight of your arms pressing into the balls, but not pushing your shoulders up. Sensory stimulation. For the nerve endings and circulation. Circulation. This next one, middle of palm. Marvin worked up a sweat, so she took her sweatshirt off. Caitlin had to leave. I don't, probably for the dogs.
I'm thinking her dog upset.
Okay, third position at the bottom of the palm. She said she'd try to come back. I love this series because it works on nerve endings and myofascial release and circulation. Once the next position is on the outside edge of the hand, the palm. Position number 5 is on the inside edge of the hand. Okay, the last one is at the base of the thumb. Good, series over. Shake out your hands. The next thing we're going to do is side bend, a thoracic side bend. So starting with your right hand, sliding it out along the floor and taking your left hand up and over if you can, unless you've broken your humerus recently. And then just side bending. Let's see, I'm gonna take this out to 40 seconds. This is a bone building pose. The reason I time for 40 seconds is that it takes 12 seconds to start the activity, the chemistry in the bone that builds new bone. And it goes up to 72 seconds, but I time it for 40. Go ahead and drop your chin.
You mean arm, I think.
Arm. I do mean arm. Elbow. Drop your elbow. Elbow first, then torso. Other side. Slide it out. Thoracic side bend. Elbow forward. And bring your elbow up first and then bring your thoracic spine up. Let's do this, the spine twist. Just left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you, spider fingers. Once you find your thoracic side bend and maintain it, if you choose, you can start to slide your rib cage from side to side. All the way back, untangle, unravel, right hand, left knee, left hand behind you, spider fingers. Remember that you could add rib cage slide or glide after this, on top of this. Come on back, all the way back. Stacked knees with wrist twist. We're going to do the prayer pose wrist twist. Make sure you've switched your legs a couple of times, but well, that's a backwards cue. Okay, stacked knees. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do the prayer pose, Kathy, because it's available to me.
Okay.
And it's a good twist. Bring your right hand, fingers forward and then down so that the fingers on the left hand are up toward the ceiling, fingers on the right hand down to the floor. Just press in and we'll time it. Just keep pressing the palms together. This is a wrist prayer pose, wrist twist with stacked knees.
That's a tongue twister.
It is. And sit tall. Okay, unravel that and switch your knee stack. And then we'll do the other prayer pose, wrist twist. The fingers go forward and down. And then just, you've created a little S or a Z. Press your palms together. Push, push, push. Sit tall. I love to stack the knees. That's a great floor seated pose because it helps with any tightness you have in the sacrum or in the SI joint or the piriformis muscle. And come on out of that. Before we go into into a quadruped wrist twist, I want you to put your legs out in front of you and walk on your butt walks the length of the mat and back. Let's see how. So remember, you're walking on your butt. This is supposed to release. My massage therapist told me this is the best thing to release. Your knees can be more bent than Kathy's or less bent. So something that allows you to walk on anything that allows you to walk on your butt. Crunch, crunch. For me anyway. And then you can walk backwards.
Oh, backwards. I turned around. Okay.
You can turn around or you can walk backwards. Find your way onto your hands and knees. Or a wrist stretch. Once you find your hands and knees, take your right hand and fingers back facing your knee. And on spider fingers first to stretch. We're just going to stretch the fingers first. So you can fiddle around with how close or far your hand is to your knee. And also you can drop your hips and rock on your hips. Big wrist stretch. Now, do the same thing on the same side, except drop your palm so that it's more of a wrist stretch than the fingers. Remember the adjustments you can make. Your hand can be closer or farther away from the knee, and you can rock your hips back and forth. Okay, other side. Spider fingers first. And now palm. Okay. Now find your way onto your belly for back extension. We're running out of time. So all we're gonna do is position one for 30 seconds, but I want you to get some back extension today. So this is it. Arms at the side, palms up. Lift your chest and your hands and your head. Keep looking at the floor. And staying here and breathing and staying as long as you can. You can come down early if you need to. If you're staying up, you can also lift your chest a little bit higher. So important in your practice. Some sort of back extension. This is probably the best one. This is not yoga. Yoga doesn't have as good a regimen for back extension as Pilates. This is a Pilates back extension. Inhale and exhale, coming down. Find your way onto your back. For Yoga Nidra, 61-point guided meditation. Make sure you're comfortable, warm. You may want to put a washcloth over your eyes. I'm going to lead you in an awareness practice. So you're not moving your body, you're moving your attention. And starting with the breath, just watching the breath as you inhale and you exhale. And watching the belly rise as you inhale and retreat as you exhale. And now bring your intention and your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes your 61-point guided Yoga Nidra meditation. Go ahead and start to wiggle your body, extend your legs, bring your arms overhead, stretch your body in both directions and try to create some space between your pelvis and your rib cage. Wiggle and stretch right and left, both legs, both arms, and then start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and rotate your wrists and your ankles in one direction and then the other. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then your left knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, roll all the way over to one side. Hopefully you're facing the screen. Your bottom arm is a pillow. Stay here for just a minute to take time to thank yourself and everyone else for coming to class. Thank your body for coming along with you and your cells. Just a big thank you. And then use your top hand to bring yourself up to a floor seated position. We're going to remove the spotlight. I'm going to put the view on gallery, and I'm going to ask everybody to unmute themselves. I guess I can't really, I can't do that by myself. I have to ask you guys to unmute. Prayer pose. Starting with the prayer pose. And just pressing your arms together strongly. Maybe you can feel some of the shoulder and neck and shoulder work we did today. And now let that go. Have the prayer pose be gentle. Lift your occipital ridge away from the shoulders so that you can roll forward, nod forward. The spine stays straight. The skull nods, rolls, and bows. Here we are, recognizing that each of us is a light, a powerful and mighty light, and that we're all one light. And we close the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
everyone. I'm
I
going.
have to run. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Diane.
Yeah. Holding the